Hello, good people. Welcome back. I've been playing a lot of Cold Wave Monarchs recently. This is pretty close to a list that Petty passed over to me. I got above 1,000 on the main account. I've been running this through some slifers and some stuff, and I've been having a lot of success with it and just a lot of fun. I really like playing this deck, so I'm very much interested in working on it a little bit more in the future. So yeah, this is, like I said, this is pretty close to a list that Petty sent me. This is pretty close to what he finished up with in his Cold Wave Monarch series. If y'all haven't seen that, of course, go check out his channel, check out those videos. This has a lot of like the theory from an old James Arc Earth Wave list from GGP Philly back in the day, but just with a few changes, less so on like the Earth aggro side. We're not playing the DD Assailants. We're not playing Trap Dust Shoots in the main. We're not playing Back to Square One, stuff like that. Just a little bit different idea here. We are, of course, playing 3 copies of Granmarg the Rock Monarch. Granny is here. This is the best Monarch to use with Cold Wave. A lot of times your opponent is just going to set a monster turn 1 if you Cold Wave, and then you tribute your monster for Granmarg. You get in a whole bunch of damage. You get a bunch of tempo. Easily the best Monarch to use here. It is the only Monarch that we have in the main because we do also have a small zombie package. We have Ryukoki that goes with 2 copies of Pyramid Turtle. This card can be bricky. Granmarg can be bricky, so we don't want to overload our deck on the tribute monsters. So these are the only 4 tribute monsters we have here. This deck is actually centered mostly around Cyber-Stein, despite the name Cold Wave Monarch, but that's why Cyber-Stein is on the thumbnail. We are a last will deck. So if you lead on Cold Wave, your opponent sets a monster, you sack your monster, or you play last will, sack your monster for Granmarg, go get Cyber-Stein. That's a lot of damage right there. So this deck is actually, it can play the grind game, but it's looking to kill fairly quickly and deal a bunch of damage at a time. So Cyber-Stein definitely a centerpiece here to facilitate the Monarchs and our Earth package. We do have 3 copies of Giant Rat. This card is just very good. We want to play Injection Fairy Lily anyway because we're playing Last Will, so Giant Rat helps search that out. Of course, it can search out Exiled Force to help with Last Will. It can search out Pyramid Turtle to get into our Ryukoki. It can fill the graveyard with Earths for Gigantes. Giant Rat, very good card in this list. Pyramid Turtle, of course, just part of the zombie package. A little bit of added aggressiveness here. Aggression, whatever word you want to use there. 3 Gigantes. This card is basically a burn spell. This card does a lot. Very good in any deck that wants to deal a ton of damage all at once. Lily is Lily. Gillosaurus is a really good card at enabling your Granmarg. It's also pretty good in tandem with Brain Control and Creature Swap if your opponent doesn't see that coming. So sometimes Gillosaurus just racks up a whole bunch of damage on its own. Exile Force, one of the best monsters in the deck. Procs Last Will, just good at removing opponent's face down monsters. Level 2 is level 2. DD Warrior Lady's DD Warrior Lady, and then a couple other just generic good cards here. We have Tribe and Breaker. On to the spells. We do have all 3 copies of Cold Wave. I sort of moved this up from 2 because it's just really good. You almost always love to see Cold Wave in this deck, and it's even good in multiples. Locking your opponent out of spell and traps for multiple turns in a row, very good. Last Will, of course, at 3. Like I said, we're pretty much a Cyber-Stein deck. This card is also just very good with the recruiters. If you're able to crash this into an opponent's monster, then maybe you get a Pyramid Turtle plus an Injection Fairy Lily out of the deal, and then you can go into Koki, and you just deal a whole bunch of damage there. So I love Last Will at 3 here. Brain Control at 3. So there are no soul exchanges anywhere in this deck. This deck wants to be very aggressive. So I think Brain Control is actually better here. This was a recommendation from Petty. From his testing, he said that Brain Control is just better than Soul Exchange in this deck. And after playing it for a while, I tend to agree. So 3 copies of Brain Control. We're playing a whole bunch of recruiters. So Creature Swap, great. Like I said, good with Gillosaurus as well. Double Knock, good card. Whole bunch of power spells. And we have 1 trap. That is the Ring of Destruction. If you're wanting to push damage, this is the card you want in your trap spot. Looking at the side, we do have 2 more Monarchs. We do have a couple copies of Mobius. Opted to play no Jinzo in this list, and I think that is correct. Mostly just want to get rid of the level limits, the gravity binds, and stuff like that from the opponent. Mobius very good at that in the burn matchup. I also do bring this in against some other matchups. It's not just there for burn, but Mobius pretty good whenever the Granmarg falls a little short. We have a couple of King Tigers. We have a Mataza, which maybe it should be an Asura Priest, but Mataza is searchable with Last Will and also Rhoda, which, by the way, we only have one Rhoda in the deck because we only have like 3 targets, but maybe I find a way to bump this up a little bit. This deck list is very much a work in progress, still trying to tune it and make things better. So that is something that I am looking at, but Mataza sort of fits the bill of Rhoda target plus Last Will target. So that's why I'm trying it out right now. Amazoness Archer is very good. Kinetic Soldier, of course, good against the aggro decks. Spirit Reaper, same thing. We're already playing Pyramid Turtle, so why not play Spirit Reaper to search that out and stall if we need to? Couple of Mind Controls is a card that I have my eye on. This kind of started out being Soul Exchange, and Soul Exchange just, I don't know, it just never really carries its weight as much as I want it to. Mind Control, however, has been pretty good. I know Chaos Turbo is going to change up the way that their deck looks after game 1 to make Mind Control a little less good, but it's still totally fine, I think. Token Thanksgiving, good at removing goats, good at removing Ojama Trios, tokens, good with Cyber-Stein. And then, of course, a couple of Royal Decrees. We have our Mirror Force here, and we do have 1 copy of Threatening Roar. So this is the deck right now. Like I said, still working on it, but I know this is a long intro, so let's go ahead and get into some matches. All right, match number 1 here. Looks like we're leading on Rock, and unfortunate, we will not be going first, but that is okay. Hit the opponent up with the U2. For those of you who see the new setup here, and you're worried about the guinea pig cam being gone, it's actually going to be covering up my picture down here in future videos. Their little area is being cleaned out right now, so that's why they are not in this video, but they will be in the future, rest assured. So I think this is pretty easy. Just summon Breaker. If it's a chainable, it's a chainable, whatever. If it's not, we get to knock and we get to get in an attack. Set our opponent back a little bit here. I'm not going to preemptively Last Will, of course. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Let's go ahead and pop that back row. Raigeki Break. Okay. Pick up a nice little +1. Would you like to discard, please? Oh, Koki. All right. That one is a little less good for me because they probably have Book of Life, but that's totally fine. I'm going to go ahead and knock this monster. Get a potential Pyramid Turtle, Spirit Reaper, or something out of here. Yeah, it is the Pyramid Turtle. Cool. I'm okay with that. I'm just going to pass a turn. No reason to set any of these cards. I say right before my opponent duos me. Any duos? No, Rhoda. Okay. Donald? Dawn would be pretty good here. Oh, the Creator Incarnate. Okay. All right. We're doing real stuff today. I see. He's here. All right. So this could work out very well for me, assuming that I don't die here, and I don't think there's a good chance that I do. Yep, send Koki. I assume we're getting another Koki. Yeah. Gets the same. It doesn't really matter, whatever. I know the opponent does have to summon a monster other than the one they discarded, but unless they're playing Question, it doesn't really matter here. But this is going to be... This is going to be a sick turn. So yeah, we're gonna do some cool stuff. I don't think I'm gonna do the Tribe. I think I'm gonna do Last Will here. Oh wait. Oh, it's gonna be even better than I thought. No, because I'm at 33. Okay, so let's Last Will. And then I'm gonna Rhoda for Exiled Force. I was hoping I could get Cyber-Stein here, but I can't. But that's totally fine. Let's summon Exiled Force. And let's get Koki out of here. So if the opponent has a way to revive Koki, it's not the end of the world, right? Let's grab... Oh, I could Giant Rat into Lily? Is that enough? So it would be 934. It's 43. Plus I can get a monster back. No, it's just not going to be enough, but I guess... Yeah, let's just get the Pyramid Turtle. Sure, and we'll get a Koki of our own out here. This is so sick, though. Give me that Creator. Has me that, please. I can get back Breaker, I guess? Sure, may as well. Just ditch the Pyramid Turtle. I'm just going for, like, a little bit of extra damage here. Let's attack into the Pyramid Turtle. Beautiful. Opponent takes 400. I'm going to go get my Koki. Look at me. I am the creator deck now. This is just once per turn, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll pass the turn. If the opponent can deal 3,300, good on them. If they can't, I'm so excited about how this one has gone. You got 2 cards, and that's a concession. All right. So unfortunately, as you see here in game 2, the opponent left. But I wanted to leave the game 1 in so badly because the creature swap play on the creator was just so sick that we're just gonna leave that in, and then we're gonna get some more Yu-Gi-Oh. So let's go ahead and jump into the next match. Next match here, playing against Aqua Times, which is I remember this name, and I think this person was in a video somewhat recently on the channel. And I was like, if you're not playing an Aqua deck, I'm going to be disappointed. And they weren't playing an Aqua deck. I could be way off base here, but I feel like I remember that. Anyway, let's throw down this Pot of Greed to get started. Always a good start. Okay. This is not too bad. I'm just going to set Ring of Destruction here and pass the turn. Brain Control into Koki looking pretty good. Level 2 just looking good in general, unless we're against a Warrior deck, but if we're against a Warrior deck, we have level 2 creature swap if we really want it. Would like to hold on to the creature swap to get into like a Recruiter, something like that. Just get a little bit better value. Face down monster, level 2 intensifies. The old T set, very nice. And well, there's the Recruiter that I asked for, and there's a Trap Dust Shoot. So enjoy, opponent. Which one do you want? Probably sending the level 2 back. Yeah, I was gonna say that. That one makes a lot of sense. I could swap the rat over, take their face down monster. I think I will do that. It sucks if the opponent has like a way to tribute the rat for something, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. It also sucks if this is like a Sangan or something like that, but I'm gonna go ahead and creature swap, and we'll hope this works out. It's pretty high upside play. Gimme. Oh, it's Deco? Sure. I'm pretty happy with that. Ring the rat. Let's not do that. Yeah, just double checking everything here and just pass the turn. So I get an extra draw, which is very good for this deck. I've actually considered putting Cyberjar in. The problem with that is this deck just plays around Nobleman of Crossout so hard. Like, you never really set monsters with this, that you don't really want to turn on the Nox if you can help it. Ooh. Heavy Storm, you say? I don't really want to give up my Ring of Destruction here when I don't have to. So let's flip up Deco. Let's see if this is good. And oh, Gigantes. I may just crash Deco into Giant Rat, go get level 2 and attack over this monster here. Like, it doesn't make sense to summon Koki, really, right? Into a potential like ring or something. Yeah, let's just crash Deco here. If the opponent disrupts this, fine. Cool. All right, Rat to the bin. Deco out of here as well. Let's go grab level 2. I think I'm going to get that over Exiled Force. Makes sense to me. If they stop this attack, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, Raigeki break. Sure, I still pick up a +1. They get to keep their monster. They discard a Chaos Sorcerer, so I'm totally fine with all of this. I have Prima on the next turn. If I want to, I could summon out Gigantes here, but I don't think I really need to do that. I'm just going to pass over and let the opponent do whatever. I'm up a billion on cards here, and I can pretty much deal with whatever they want to throw out. Deco, sure. They get a +1, no big deal. No light in the graveyard just yet, but y'all know what that means. This card right here, Thunder Dragon. I kind of like these legendary ocean sleeves. What? What? Every single time. Love to see it. I'm glad we pulled out the Raigeki break before they got the Thunder Dragon, so I can't really complain, but it's so funny how it's like every time, no light in the graveyard, immediate Thunder Dragon. That's funny. But yeah, like I kind of like these legendary ocean sleeves. The only thing is like they're a little too bright, right? I wish they were just a little bit darker. All right, let's take out this breaker with the ring since they are forcing my hand here. Or I guess they're forcing my back row, right? Not my hand. My hand is right here. They could summon out a Chaos Monster here if they want. It's not going to work out for them, but I'll take 1400, no big deal. I have a lot of damage on this turn. How much do I have total? 33. If I get back Rat, it's 28, 47, 63. Really? Really? Hold on. I get back Rat. 28 plus 19 is 47 plus 16 is 6,300. That's unfortunate. I could just brain control summon Koki, and then that forces their hand. Like if they, I guess I could summon Gigantes too, right? There's no reason not to. Or, oh, wait. I don't have to brain control this, right? I can summon Giant Rat off of Prima and summon Gigantes and summon Tribe. And then Rat can go get Lily, so it's 34. Yeah, okay, we got it. We summon Gigantes, banish this. Premature Burial. All right, someone was going to beat me up if I didn't see this line. All right. Rat, crash into Deco. And go grab Lillard. Here she comes. All right, Lily, get in there. And barring Kuhb is the last two cards in hand, and it appears Kuhb's not there. We are good to go. Picking up yet another pretty quick game here. I think what I've been doing, it looks like Turbo. Now, we don't know how they're going to side. If they bring in goats, I'll adjust. And then I'll bring in like the King Tiger, the Mataza, the Token Thanksgiving. If we see that they are siding in like Solemn Judgments and stuff like that, maybe we bring in the Royal Decrees. But I think not having any of that information, I'm just going to side in Mind Control and call it a day. And I'm actually just going to side out 2 Brain Controls. I think keeping 1 Brain Control in is still totally fine. And everything else looks good here. Just don't think I need to overdo it. I think Turbo is sort of the matchup that you're aiming for with this deck, right? So let's just go ahead and click done siding and get into this second game and see if we can go just as swimmingly in the legendary ocean as the first one. All right, we got game number 2 here. Mind Control, Giant Rat. Oh, God. Whoa, Mind Control, Injection, Fairy Lily, Heavy Storm Start? Yes, please. I don't hate this at all. Kaiku? Sure. All right, just 1 back row. Granmarg, you say? All right, man. Kaiku. I don't really want a Heavy Storm here. I could just send out Injection Fairy Lily, get in for 1600, clear this, force out a Raigeki Break or something if they have it. I could also just attack with Giant Rat. I could also Exile Force. And I think I'm going to do that. No, Exile. Well, I've got Giant Rat. Let's just Exile Force. So this will clear the board. It helps play around any back row or whatever. And then maybe set up for a little bit bigger play on the next turn, potentially. And we have outs to Chaos Monsters, so we're not super duper worried about that. Let's just summon the Exiled Force. Best case, the opponent Solemn Judgments this. And yeah, I'll just pass the turn from here. We'll see what happens. Now, if the opponent sets a monster, of course, we can Mind Control after we summon whatever we want to. Maybe if the opponent sets some more back row. Set a monster. There's another back row. Okay. Sure. So, a knock too? Oh, I kind of want to knock this first one and then Mind Control the second one, because this isn't going to be like a Moth or anything, right? And yeah, let's just Heavy Storm. Whatever. This is fine. Dust Tornado and Saku. Okay. So we played around the Sakuretsu armor pretty well. That sounds good to me. Yeah, let's just summon Injection Fairy Lily. Or do I summon Rat? Lily's a lot of damage. Let's just summon the Lily. And then we're going to knock this face down monster. And then we've got Mind Control potentially for the next turn. Whew, Spy? Okay. Shuffle the deck. We got 34. 34 plus rat is lethal on the next turn, assuming the opponent doesn't like set any back row or whatever. We'll see. Get those spies out of here in the meantime. All right. Those are gone. Attack with Lillard. Pay the 2K. And the opponent will pay the 3,400. All right. Pass over. No light once again. I know what I'm speaking into existence, but here we are. What you got, opponent? Hopefully not much. I would love it if they didn't play any back row and then just like set a monster pass. Zombara and a back row. Okay. Oh, Ring's pretty good here. So if I summon Granmarg, it's kind of okay, right? Yeah, we just like how even if this is a Raigeki break, a chainable, that's fine. Even if it's Ring, that's totally fine. I think I'm just gonna go Granmarg here. I don't think there are any big punishes. Take out this back row. Oh, they're not gonna Ring. Okay. Okay, I understand. But yeah, let's attack over Zombara. We're looking pretty good here. I can set this Ring too. They go to 43. Yeah, let's set Ring, pass the turn. They're gonna need some good interaction here. Unfortunately, Ring on Granmarg. Ooh. We got there. Let's get in there with a rat. Let's get in there with Granmarg. Opponent given a good type. GG's opponent. This deck, whenever this deck does its thing, man, it does its thing. This deck does cook for sure. We got the concession. Opponent's feeling better. Let's go ahead and jump on to that next match. All right, last match of the video. Let's see if we can go out on top. Going first. That's a good way to start going out on top. I hear that's good for the winning formula here in Go format. Opponent on 41 cards. Jeff Jones, YCS champion. There's no way this is actually Jeff Jones. I guess it could be. I have my doubts. Let's lead on Delinquent Duo as we do. This hand's actually pretty good. Take out this card. Torrential. Love to see that go. What else we throwing away, opponent? I think I'm going to lead on Pyramid Turtle. It's good with creature swap. If I'm able to pull that off on the next turn. And I think I would much rather the opponent, like if they have a random Smash and Ground or an Exile Force or something in hand, I would rather them get rid of it instead of Giant Rat, I think. So seeing Deco. Yeah, I'm still just going to summon the Pyramid Turtle. I'll pass the turn. It's less good with Last Will, but I think it plays around potential interaction a little bit better. Sangantha. Okay, that's fine. Got a Gigantes here. How much do I care about Mirror Force? A little bit. A little bit. God, if it is exactly Mirror Force, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to summon out the DD Warrior Lady. I'm going to turn Pyramid Turtle to defense, I guess. And I'll attack. If they want a Mirror Force, they probably do it here. All right. Instead, they're just going to lose their Sangan. I'll banish. Yeah. I like that turn. I'm okay with that. I still have the option to summon out Rat. Maybe they don't have the Mirror Force. Yeah, it's Jar of Great, sure. So I missed that on 1,200 damage, but, you know. Okay, you got a knock. They do have a knock. That's fine. No big deal. Take 1,100 from the Souk. I don't know any cards in their hand, right? Yeah. All right. Another Rat is totally fine. I would love for this one to not get knocked, if at all possible. I would like to eventually get an Earth into the graveyard for Gigantes. That would be excellent, but we'll see, I guess. Oh, just a back row. Okay. Ooh. All right. I wish I had a way to proc these Last Wills, but I don't at the moment. And yeah, I'm just going to attack with a Rat. I think it's fine. And I don't even think I'm going to play the other one, honestly. I could, but I just don't need to here. Sure. We'll just pass the turn. Maybe we can use these last wills as like ways to deter back row removal or something like that, possibly. Tribe, okay. That gets rid of a rat. Take 16, so they have the Serpent, which is annoying, but we know one card in hand is Tsukuyomi. Knock is not a bad one here at all. That's for sure. I'm gonna summon out Rat. See if the opponent does anything about it. Because if they, like, Raigeki break in response to this creature swap, I'm not torn up about it, then I can summon Gigantes, get in for 1900. If they don't do anything about it like this works out for me as well. And I'm just going to attack with the tribe. Cool. They take 200, and I think I'm going to get Lily here and just really push the advantage, because I know one card in hand is Tsukuyomi. It can run over tribe, but if they do that, it's whatever, right? All right. And that is going through. I could just set one of these last wills just as like a bluff or something. This could very well be an MST though, or something sort of irrelevant. I guess Snatch Steal kind of sucks for me. I'm just going to set a last will. It's fine. And I'll pass the turn. If they snatch the tribe, it is an MST. Okay. That... I guessed it right. I had the read. But, well, we'll see here. We know two of the cards in their hand, so the card they just drew plus one other random card in their hand would have had to have been Snatch Steal. But Snatch Steal doesn't even, like, guarantee win in the game. Maybe we need something other than just Snatch Steal. I'm thinking about... Oh, they do have the Snatch. Okay. Okay. That's pretty good. I honestly was not thinking about that whenever I got the Lily. But, all right. Don't have anything with 1700 attack, please? Just Sook. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know the last card. If it's Ring, I guess we draw, right? Probably a Chaos Monster? Yeah, okay. So we win. No, we... Oh. We win now. That's kind of funny. All right, let's summon out Gigantes. Banish the rat. Banish the rat. Summon another one. We got bailed out a little bit there from the top of the deck, but most things off the top would have been good enough. So, looks like turbo. Let's bring in the old mind controls again, and once again, I'm just going to cut 2 brain controls, and if the opponent shows us anything different, we'll make adjustments for game 3 if we go there. Hopefully, we just crush them here in game 2, and we're donezo. Might be a little bit of a short video, but hey, when this deck works, it works. All right, game 2. I say it's fine. Assuming it's turbo. Also, I know some people, there's a philosophy that some people buy into where they think Upstart Goblin plus Jar of Greed are fine in a 41 card deck. I am not one of those believers, but that is what the opponent is rocking here. I'm not opposed to 41, 42 card decks in some formats. I used to play 42 in some of my Gravekeeper's decks back in the day, but I'm going to lead on Breaker the Magical Warrior here, and I'm just going to try to take out my opponent's board. Let's hit that back row. It's probably a jog. Yep, always is. But that's fine. I get the value of taking out Gravekeeper's Spy. Love to see that off of a knock. Just get them all out of here. All gone for good. Oh, only 2. So they're either only playing 2, or they have a dead one in hand. So I'm just going to set Ring here. There's a good chance we could just win fairly quickly, right? Knock our opponent's monster. We get a rat going out here. If we can find a way to get Gigantes out too. Oh, Zombara? Uh-huh. Not upset about that one. I'll just ring that. That's 2100 damage. That's what we like to see. 4300. All right, we do have all of the back row in the world over there now, though. I don't think I'm going to play into Mirror Force TT or anything like that. I think I'm just going to attack with the breaker here. Take it a little slower. Yeah, sure. If they want a Saku breaker, you know, be my guest, right? Sometimes people leave in Nox against this deck for like jars and like they don't know exactly what I'm playing here. So I'm just going to summon out Pyramid Turtle. If it dies to a TT or something, it dies to a TT. I have Gigantes to replace it. It's not that big of a deal. But getting the Gigantes online, I think, could be very good here. So I don't want to set anything into a potential knock. Oh, Lillard. Lily would just win the game here if it connects, but I don't think it's going to. The question is, I feel like the opponent probably doesn't have Mirror Force. That's just what my brain is telling me. But I think they have something. I'm not going to play around Mirror Force here. We all know how that ends up, but you know. I could not attack with a Pyramid Turtle, but they do. Okay. All right. So the reason that I thought the opponent may not have Mirror Force here is why would you Sakuretsu a random breaker? I know you're already at 43, so you're keeping your life total a little bit high, but why Sakuretsu a random breaker? Why not give it like one more turn to try to draw value out of the Mirror Force? But I got. I knew what could happen there. That's okay. Ooh, you know what else is okay? Drawing Pot of Greed. Playing to Dust Shoot here. It's probably fine, right? Yeah. They have a Dust Shoot. They have a Dust Shoot. Cold Wave. And Koki. Awesome. The Cold Wave's an okay draw. The Koki, not so much. I'm just going to get rid of the turtle. That's kind of useless now. And Mirror Force is gone. Well, let's throw out the Lily too, I think. Get in there. All right, Saku on the Gigantes. Do I want to attack with Lily? Probably. Just go ahead and clear this. I've got Cold Wave for the next turn. Sure. Run this into third Saku. Yeah. I'll clear it. Don't feel great about this, but we know they're only like 2 cards plus whatever. 2 cards are Thunder Dragons. That's what I'm trying to say. So we'll see. If they draw into a Chaos Monster, they draw into a Chaos Monster here. I'm being really aggressive this game, and maybe that is incorrect, but that is what I have decided to do. We'll Cold Wave here, though. That's for sure. No response. Okay. So Giant Rat. We know these 2 cards in hand are Thunder Dragon, so we know this is not Gravekeeper Spy. So Rat should be able to clear whatever this is. Moth? Ugh. Get back. Oh, Upstart? Sure. Is that the... Oh, that was the only one. For some reason, I guess I'm just thinking of a different game. Maybe I'm not playing this game well at all. That's totally... Yeah, that's totally possible here. I've played this game very aggressively, and my reads have not been correct on this one, so maybe brain is off somewhere else. But hey, the opponent's at 900. Mirror Force is gone. They can't play any spell and traps this turn. Spies are gone. Looking all right. Just draw like a Mind Control off the top or something. Maybe a Granmarg? Gigantes. Gigantes is not bad. Mirror Force is gone. Do I care about TT? If it's TT and I summon Gigantes here, I probably just lose. We know the hand is Upstart, Thunder Dragon, Thunder Dragon. I'm not going to play into TT, I don't think. And I'm going to attack with Rat first. Because if I attack with Lily first and have to use the effect, then Ring can draw the game, whereas this is likely a win if it goes through. We got some typage. It's good. We got the GGs. Well, the opponent didn't draw a single Trinity or Chaos, but we take those. So I want to look at the replay here really quick. I just want to see what those cards were. And I need to do some yapping, right? All right, we skipped to game 2 here. Click the fast forward button. I just want to see what the back row were. I hope one of them was torrential. just to see what was going on here. Okay, so they had the Mirror Force from the opening hand. Like, I know I talked about how, like, I don't think they have the Mirror Force because they could have waited an extra turn. I understand wanting to keep the life total. as high as possible. So I knew that the Mirror Force, there was still a chance of it. But I got by it and just didn't get punished for the game, I guess. Okay, one of them was Dust Tornado, and then this other one, well, we saw the Sakuretsu armor. Yeah, there was the big Mirror Force. Here come the Thunder Dragons. Sure. All right, so once Dust Tornado. Yeah, Saku comes down on the Gigantes here, which is... I get it. But Lily's going to end up... Oh, it was Dust Shoot. Okay. Okay, so Dust Tornado, Dust Shoot. Yeah, not the best. This is not really a matchup for Dust Tornado. I mean, it stops Snatch Steal, it stops Prima. And maybe they were thinking I was on, you know, some other sort of stuff, but yeah, dead Dust Shoot, dead Dust Tornado, not dead Injection Fairy Lily. And that's going to wrap up our video with Cold Wave Monarchs here. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with the next one.